Okay, guys. Right now what we're gonna do is just introductions. So, I have a few questions. Number one, where are you from? And then number two, your favorite food. And number three, any hobbies or interests. As we go through the class, especially like during the actually in person or online, we're gonna just continue to get to know each other because it's part of just like building a friendly learning environment, something to also think about in your future careers as educators. And then yeah, let's like to get to know each other. So we'll have like questions of the day. We'll start with that for online classes as well. And for the online classes, you guys will kind of meet different groups because we're gonna just do random breakout groups. Okay, so for online people, I'm gonna break you guys into breakout groups. For those of us in person, maybe we shift around because there's some of you guys are on your own tables. And then yeah, ask the three questions. I guess I'll start since I'm not gonna be at any individual table, but I'm from Pro City originally. I lived in Japan for a few years and then I came back. I guess it's been a little while actually since I've been back now, so been back here for a while. My favorite food is sushi, maybe chutoro in particular. And then my hobbies and interests, I like to surf, I like to play the bass, and I like video games. And lately, just a lot of Netflix and stuff. So, okay, guys. So go ahead, get started, and then for those of you guys online, I'm gonna pause the video so you guys can do this, and then I'll put you guys in your breakout rooms. Okay, so let me restart the recording. For those of you guys online, we're gonna ask one question. Don't feel any pressure, guys. It's just this is super relaxed. This has very little implication to like the whole thing. This is more just for fun. It's a question I think is interesting. One of my personal favorites. And the question is just how many handshakes are necessary for everyone to shake each other's hand? So how many handshakes are needed to shake every other person's hand? Or for everyone to shake each other's hand, you should say, sorry. Wait, how many handshakes are needed to sorry, this is not phrased correctly. Let me try that again. How many handshakes are needed for each person to shake each other's hand? So what I'd like us to do is to talk about it in our groups first. You can continue to get to know each other along the way too. We're pretty relaxed. But start thinking about this question. Start thinking about it in context of just your group first. So if you have a group of 3 or 4, how many handshakes would be necessary for that? You might even start smaller. Like what if you only had 2 people? That's what the use is. And then move to 3 and then 4. Okay, so start thinking about that question. For online, I'm gonna put you in the groups to start thinking about it again. And we'll pause the recording while you guys discuss. Recording here. Oh, loud. You guys online, if you want to talk, you guys are kind of loud on the speaker, so we can hear you, I think, if you want to add a comment. But what I want to start, just kind of write down what you guys have discovered so far. I'll add one small observation. What's the smallest number of people that you need to have any handshakes? 2, yeah, because one person not gonna shake hands with himself. I mean, I guess you could, but we'll not count that. We'll count. So 2 people would require.
Are you counting each person's like my hand, if we in her shake, you're counting my handshake to her and her shake to me?
That would just be, we count it as 1. So
Okay.
yeah, just one handshake that has occurred. Yeah, so yeah, 1. Okay, we have groups of 4 here in class, and both of you guys have said 6, right? Okay. Did you guys think about 3 as well, or anybody online think about 3? I know we have at least 2 groups of 3 people.
3, just 3.
3? Do we agree? 3?
Yes, that's what we said.
Okay, good job. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you. We hear you. We hear you.
Okay, good.
Okay. Can we go one further, guys? Let's think about one more. The 9. Do you all get 9? Hmm. Not quite. 9 is actually close, but not quite. Is it 9? No, not quite. Not quite. It is 10. Yeah, it is 10. Okay, at this point, guys, what we do in math a lot of times is we try to spot patterns. And then once you spot a pattern, we try to see, okay, where did that pattern come from? And we prove that it always works or argue for it working. So do you see any patterns here?
You're adding,
Yeah,
it's like, say you have like 5 people, you add like 4, 3, 2, 1, and it gives you 10.
wait, so,
Yeah. So
wait,
if you look at the handshakes, you're just adding by like, so each time you increase a person,
mhm.
you just like, you go from like 1 to, sorry, it's hard to explain, but like,
No,
if you go
understand.
from like handshakes 1 to 3,
Uh-huh.
you're adding like 2.
You add 2.
And then when you go to 4, you're adding 3.
So you get to 4 persons, you add 3, saying.
Yeah, and then you just keep going.
This would be plus
4.
4. Oh, yeah. So that means 6 people would be 15. Yeah, 15.
15.
Right? Because you add 5. And we could let's go one further. That would be what? What you guys? 21. Yes. Because you add 6. Beautiful. Very nice. Okay. This is wonderful. You guys are discovering a bit of mathematics here from scratch. And super cool, super cool. You just add the numbers up. Right? Okay, so what if I ask you, let's jump ahead a few. What about for 10 people? How could we calculate it relatively quickly using what we just had? Let me add one thing, take you one step back. So there's no handshake for one person, but to get from here to this first spot, you started by adding O. You can think of it as adding 1 to begin with, right? You start with a 1 in the beginning. Five, yes. How did you get that? So with 8 people, it would be 28 because you added a 7. Right. Right. So in case you guys couldn't hear, you basically added what you said the next numbers, right? The 7 and then the 8 and then the 9. Yeah. So looking at what you did from scratch, you started with the 1 for the 2 people, right? And then you added a 2, 3. And then you went all the way down to the 9, right? In math sometimes, because we're lazy, we try to think of shorthand ways. So instead of writing out the numbers 1 through 9, you can just use dots like you would in English, right? Ellipses they call them. So this would mean add 1, 2, 3, and then continue that pattern until I hit the terminal number, which is 9. And then, as you guys mentioned, this is a sum of 55. Sweet. Okay. So what if I had 100 people? How would I represent that? Where should I stop? I mean, we could use the same visual, right? How could I apply the same notation? This is notation. And notation in math is also a big thing because math is really a language we communicate to each other. So let me start you off. 1 plus, what's next? 2, thank you. 3, thank you. 4, yep. And then where should I stop?
99.
99, yes. Because for 10 people, we stopped 1 short, right? Think back to 7 people, we stopped 1 short at 6, right? So for 100 people, we should continue 4, 5, 6, blah, 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 98, 99, and then you stop. Okay, guys, let's take a little breather here. Just let it kind of soak in for a minute. So take a break. Take a little break. Okay, so for those of you guys watching after the fact, we made an error. Sorry, it's supposed to be 45. My fault for not noticing that. Okay, so simple couple of follow-up questions, guys. First question is why? Or how could you argue that this is the case? Why does this work?
Are you looking for like a verbal answer?
Yeah, if you have one, yeah, sure.
It's because um I like came to this conclusion by counting down instead of like counting up from 1. And that's because like every single time someone shakes a hand, it takes 2 people to shake a hand. So you
Right.
have to, it's like like X minus 1. So every time someone shakes a hand, the number of handshakes needed to like complete everyone like decreases
Yeah.
because you're knocking 2 people out.
So when you take the last person and remove them,
The first person already should do everyone, so the first.
so let's kind of draw a picture. So there's 2 people. Or what are you saying? You're saying like if there's 3 people, they've all shaken hands, right?
Yeah.
But if you remove this person,
It's like if 3 people shake hands, 2 people count as 1 handshake, which means you don't have to count like a handshake for each person.
Mhm.
And then so if you take like a group of like 5 people and like 3 people shake their hands, that already like 2 handshakes already count for 3 people because it's like they shake each other's hands. Like it's
So
hard to explain.
like are you saying like if I have 5 people,
Hmm.
then the other people have shaken hands?
Yeah. Oh, so like every time someone shakes hands with each other, they don't have to shake that person's hand again.
Yeah. Right.
So it's
Yes,
like,
that's true. So if you add a new person to the group, these guys have already shaken each other's hands,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So you don't need to count any more handshakes between these people, between these 4 people. So I added a new person to the group. This is a group of 4, and 4 people we saw earlier has 6 handshakes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add a new person to the group. How many additional handshakes just got added? 4. Yeah, because this new person is new to everyone, has to shake 1, 2, 3, 4 people's hands. This is the 5th person, and to count the number of handshakes increased by it's 1 less the previous number. Okay, that makes sense. Then the 10th person has 9 new handshakes to add on, right? So yeah, that's a great explanation. And it justifies what we sort of discovered by just observing the pattern, right? This is math. This is beautiful thing. You saw the pattern. We didn't really have a good explanation, but then we have like an intuitive idea why it happens. And here's even like a picture. Okay, let's see. How far should I take this? Let's just stop here. Let's stop here. We'll pick it back up tomorrow. We'll finish early since first day of class. And then oh yeah, for classwork. So we'll take a break from classwork this first day because it's easier if I show you guys online how to set the journal up. I mean, it's nothing super complicated. You're just gonna start a Google Doc, but let's do it online together. So we'll just waive classwork for today, count as everybody as having completed it, and then we'll start tomorrow. Okay, guys. Bye, online people. Thank you guys for being here. I will
Thank
see you
you.
tomorrow. Bye.